to the Territory Experience. I got a special guest in the building. She started out in 2020 in July during the pandemic. I have here Vicky Paulin, right?
Paulin.
Paulin. I said it right.
Victoria
All right,
Paulin.
Victoria Paulin. Okay.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm gonna be honest.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody that's tuning in.
You
Is this
can't
your
be
first?
nervous.
So this the thing, right?
Yeah.
No matter how good you are at something,
Yeah, you right.
you still supposed to take it like you can mess up.
Mm-mm.
You don't think that?
No. Because you're good at it. Because it's the thing though, even if you are so and the reason why I say this, right? What you mess up on, nobody will ever know but you that you can get correct.
That's true.
Correct, right? Because I could tell you right now a whole bunch of interviews I did and where I felt like it was awful, but somebody be like, "Yo, man, you really did good," and I'm like, "You did," but that's just me, right? So you're doing good right now. See how it is? You feel comfortable? You a little
That's true.
lax?
You know what it is?
What's up? What is it?
It's you interviewers. That's what we be nervous about.
Why?
Cause sometimes y'all could be a little bit messy.
No,
And
I was
even when you try not to be,
nah.
you sometimes
No, I'm not that. No, I'm not that type of vibe though. I don't even be on that. No, I'm not.
all right, we'll
So
see.
no, because I asked a question. Well, what I did in the intro, I did ask you been in it during July 2020 when you started, right? And you was working with several producers or so before you started your networking. So what made you, as far as the working with seven producers, wanted to get your network? And I understand that your cousin had an influence on there, but I wanted to know your partake on all of it all.
Dang, he been doing his homework, y'all.
What?
All right, so you wanna know the crazy thing is?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm taking a deep breath because I wanna this is like a politically correct podcast. So like I
Huh?
don't
No, it's
wanna
not.
no, when I say that, that's like a term like I use where where you try not to be I don't want to come off like a Dame Dash or Kanye West.
No, I want you. I want you to be yourself. I want you to tell me to be honest with you. No, I want you to be very honest.
Just work. I'm gonna say this. Just working in this industry. I've
Right.
been working in this industry since I was like 19.
Okay.
I'm 40 now, so that's a lot of years,
Mm-hmm.
and just learning about business, but
Mm-hmm.
the bad business.
Yeah.
It made me want to start my business because me being a worker, I've been a worker, I've been a boss, but I feel like you got to be a great worker to be a good boss. And a lot of these people just start off the table wanting to be bosses and
Mm-hmm.
they don't actually put the work in.
Mm-hmm.
So their business and the way they run business be horrible.
Right.
So that's what made me want to start my business. Just after working under people's umbrella and seeing how bad things were, I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it this way because I actually put the work in, so I know how you should treat this person.
Mm-hmm.
I know how hard it is to edit, so you can't expect somebody to shoot 24 hours of content and think they're gonna have it by in the next 2 days.
Right.
And that's where people fall short at. They don't understand the business side, the time side, and also the financial side. Like you want somebody to do a job that would really cost 5,000. They be wanting you to do it for 500
Mm-hmm.
and they don't appreciate the workers.
Yeah.
So that's what made me want to start my business, like for the underdogs. Hey, we can get the same equipment Hollywood have, but we're gonna do it on our time, our way. Still great content, but the people that start these businesses, shout out to them though, because they had the bag.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think, okay, I got money, so I'm about to just open up a hair salon.
Right.
But you don't know nothing about dyeing, cutting, anything. So you getting mad at your hairstylist for them wanting to do their art.
Mm-hmm.
And you trying to figure out why something costing so much, but you didn't do your research on inventory.
Mm-hmm.
You just know you just put up this money, but you didn't actually learn the business first. So that's my first piece of advice. Before you start any business, I don't care if you want to open up a coffee shop, learn how to make the coffee. Go where they grow the beans at because you will never understand and you're going to always be a horrible boss if you don't understand the business.
I think that comes with sacrifice, being a boss and being a leader. You really gotta where your money go. Like you were saying in the beginning, you said the 5,000 to the 500 people don't appreciate it.
Mhm.
Um, I would say, with that being said, that a lot of people, because they don't know how. They just feel like they just throw the money at you, like you just do here, 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 just do it for me. That's not how it is. Always come from a character situation, because we all kind of been there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even with your camera, what it was the red camera, right? That was there $3,800. You had to make a decision on that.
It was a black magic.
It's a black
Yes.
magic.
I brought a camera, didn't even know how to use it, but I made that decision as a
Mm-hmm.
production company. Okay, I want videographers, I want cinematographers. I need to have this equipment for them to be able to use so that my content could look good.
But you made the sacrifice
I
though.
made the sacrifice.
And that's where a lot of people don't do. They don't make the
You
sacrifice, or
don't.
they don't. And a lot of people behind the scene don't know what it is. When you're a real content creator or podcaster, whatever it is, it's a lot that go into it. It's just not the interview. It's the before process, during the process, after the process, doing your homework, doing everything necessarily to make sure that you are a great interviewer or interviewee, whatever the case may be. It's a lot
It's
that
a
goes
lot.
into it. And especially you running a service, you know, doing that and helping other content creators dealing with a lot more, a lot of people on that thing is a higher scale. And that being said, you dealing with all of that, you know that you can't make everybody happy, right?
Can't make everybody happy.
Right.
And unfortunately, when you decide to be a boss, you're really the last person to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. After a while, you start to get I'll take the blame. You know, a lot of people like to put the blame on their videographer,
Right.
the director, the producer, the engineer. I don't mind stepping in and being like the voice.
You have to be though,
You have
right?
to. And then later on, the person who really faulted is you pull them to the side. And what I like to do is we have a group chat, we have meetings with my team. And anything that I feel like I need to address in front of the team, even if you make a mistake, I will address it into the team just so they know, like, okay, not to make the mistake.
Right.
I don't have to talk to you crazy
Right,
to
right.
tell you what you did wrong. You know what I
But
mean?
do you feel like sometimes you have to?
Oh, they call me Big Suge, like Suge Knight. And it's more so,
Yeah.
I'm not. Can we curse? I'm not.
Yeah, you
I'm
fine.
not a bitch. I'm
Right,
not
fine.
the. And you could ask right here. I'm not a bitch at all.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I'm actually really, really soft and kind, and I'm a nurturer. But at the same time, you sometimes you gotta get that mom energy, like,
Yeah.
boy, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like any leader, I don't really like calling myself a boss. I call myself a leader because
Mm-hmm.
I'm thugging it out with you. I'm with you. I don't know nothing about. I know a little bit about editing because I had to learn just for business purposes. But when I say you got creative direction, you can ask me questions, but I'll be like, yo, if you say it look good, it look good. I don't want
Yeah.
to, you know what I
I know
mean?
exactly what you
I'm
mean.
not trying to hover over you. I will be in the room with you guys for a little bit just so it won't seem like they're overworking while I'm out partying or sleep. I'll come pop up, but at the same time, I know y'all don't really want me here because it's like, you really don't
Yeah.
want your boss in your room. Like,
But you're responsible for so much,
yeah.
so you have to somewhat look at certain things that they're doing, even if it does pains the other person. But if they understand exactly what it is, because you're running a whole network, that's a lot.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna bring up a topic. I already
Okay.
addressed him about it, but one of my
All right.
videographers on the set leaked content.
Mm.
I was so pissed off, right? But we're not this multi-million-dollar company yet, so I couldn't just sit him down for the rest of the shoot. I had to wait until I just put a clause in. Nobody can have their phones.
Right.
Nobody. Like, he messed it up for everybody because the cast couldn't have their phones, but the crew, I didn't care. But I didn't expect somebody from the crew to leak footage.
Leak footage.
You know what I mean? So I didn't let him. I didn't tell him. I didn't check the situation while we were filming because honestly, I needed him.
You needed it. Okay.
So after it was over, I had to let him know, like, You messed up. You know what I mean? You the reason why nobody had their phones anymore. I had to let them know, but at the time, it was one of them situations where I could be like, yo, I don't need you tomorrow. Because I actually did. You know what I mean?
You told him, nah, you're
And I
not
didn't know
coming.
how receptive he was going to be about me checking the situation while we were still working. What if he would have been like, because sometimes they say I intimidate people. And I didn't want to say something to him and then he just not show up on set the next time. And we actually need, it was one of them situations where we need all hands on deck. I don't care if you horrible on the camera. We still need you on the camera.
Right.
But that's how many cameras we
I
needed.
don't know. I kind of feel like, when you're running something, it's nothing personal, but if you're running a business,
hmm
it's not, I don't think you're doing it, maliciously to hurt somebody's feelings, but you're trying to get somewhere. And
Yeah.
sometimes you say things that you don't mean. It's not like you're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but yo, you messed up. Just take some accountability on that and move on. Some people just take things so internal and be
And
so
not be
upset
the,
about it. And it's like, it's not that deep.
and there's no shade
Yeah.
to men,
Uh-oh.
but I'm learning that men are more emotional than us females.
I'll let you have that. I'm not getting into that. I ain't
And
gonna
I'm
I ain't
not,
gonna tap in that.
this not about
Yeah,
relationships.
yeah,
This not about that. I'm just talking about
yeah.
even in business.
Okay.
Even in business, like,
All right.
I feel like,
What happened?
well,
Well, it had something for happen for you to say that most men
I
are
work with mostly men.
okay.
If
So
you think about it, it's a male dominant field that I'm in. Like
okay,
most of the females are on this side. Like they're the actresses, they're the celebrities.
okay,
They're not actually. I'm not gonna say it's a lot of females that are
right,
producers and writers, but if you look, like y'all only have one female in here,
right,
and you said one female was your assistant,
yeah,
but you don't have a female videographer
no,
here. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, I just know like a lot. Over the years, I told you most of the men I work for were all men. Like most of the people I work for were all men in this field, and I just see the egos.
I,
Like
I'm just yeah, because I'm curious. I'm gonna let you can talk because you say that that they're emotional. Is it you said the egos? And my bad. I'm listening. I don't want to.
egos,
Yeah, I don't want to jump back in. I'm sorry.
and me being a female, I never want to be. I'm a traditional female. I never want to be above the man.
Okay.
Like I don't know how the best way to say that.
No,
Like
you good.
I always feel like the men should be the head, but sometimes some in certain situations females are the head of things. And
Mm,
then but beside every powerful female, it's a powerful male behind her.
okay.
Whether it's her partner, her dad, her man, whatever. It's just like I hate when men feel like they have to be in competition with me because I'm a female.
Mm. You've been getting that.
Huh?
You've been getting that in like as far as though you've been getting
Yeah.
that.
To the point where
Okay.
like men want to have dick measurements with me,
Mm.
and I'll be like, bro, like you got it. I'm a female. Like I don't
Hmm.
know. It's hard to
No,
explain.
you don't got to explain it. I just kind of feel like because it's a, I guess, like you said, a male dominant situation. You're dealing with
Yeah.
males, and it's an intimidating factor. But that's just knowing that you're doing something right. You know what I mean? And sometimes that energy, you don't have to receive it. You can just say okay and just keep it moving because at the end of the day, why let it drain you? And if a guy is putting that much energy on something that you're doing that's positive and they don't want to learn from it, then the best thing to do is just move on from it. It ain't gonna serve you any purpose from it. So just
No,
let them
that's
be miserable in their own way, regardless of male or female. If that factor, you know what I'm saying?
because my whole
Yeah.
issue is
Mm-hmm.
with my city.
Okay.
There's a lot of males out here in the same field as us, and the thing is, and I'll be trying to explain to people, like even when I would tell people like, "Hey, can you put your podcast on the network?" Da 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 da. They look at it like I don't work for nobody. I'm like, you're working for yourself.
Right.
Like you legit don't work for me. You legit put your podcast on NGTV.
Yeah.
You sign some paper the same way. Well, it's not even like YouTube because actually with NGTV you still can talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can like actually call and see me in person. You can't see the CEO of YouTube in
Too.
person.
No, you can't.
When do you talk to them? When do you talk to them? Unless you go to the YouTube headquarters,
Mm-hmm.
you're not talking to nobody. You emailing, you uploading, hitting buttons. That's it. And like they look at it like, oh, I don't work for nobody. You're still not working for me.
So these are some of the things you've been coming across with since you've been having a network where you're asking certain podcasters to put it on your network, and they're just like, you know,
Yeah, like
okay,
I don't argue with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
It's just the rebuttal reasons.
Hmm.
I don't want to work for you. You're not working for me.
So
Like
that
that's
was something
like
that was said to you.
yes, and then guess what?
Hmm.
A couple months later, same person called me. Can you be the producer of my show?
Mm.
And it's like it'd be like so weird.
Mm.
I don't get the energy. I don't know
Hmm.
it's because I'm a female because I've noticed like a lot of these people in the city they would go to like I'm trying not to say names,
No, it's good.
but
Yeah.
they'll go to like certain individuals in the city that has a big buzz
Okay.
and then they get screwed over.
Hmm.
Where me, I'm an open book. I tell people from the rip what it is, what it ain't. I tell you if this has a budget, if it don't have a budget. I don't even have a problem with showing people numbers. People tell me I tell people too much, but at the same time, I feel like
So let's stop right there.
mhm,
When you say tell too much, what is it that there was too much of what? Like,
even far as down to like um percentages, like I'm very very honest,
hmm,
and the reason why is because I've worked with people that was dishonest and
right?
sell dreams. We don't sell dreams at
You keeping it
NGTV,
honest, yeah.
and they're so used to like people selling them dreams or lying or let's use the word cap. And when somebody is being genuine with them, I don't think they know how to receive it.
Mm,
And it's like
mm.
that's why I don't force anybody to work with us. You work, you see what it is. If you like it, you don't but you're gonna love it here. Everybody do. That's right.
I
Like
believe you. So your server, right? Have you gotten that figured out yet, as far as your server for your network?
so here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
And it's funny because I just did another podcast and we were talking about that. That's my
Hmm.
goal
Okay.
to get my own server because that doesn't cost a lot of money. You know what the issue is, you guys? Now I need first, second, and third shift.
Hmm.
Just in case anything happen, they can jump right on it.
Hmm.
Cause a couple years ago somebody hacked my network. They
Mm.
didn't hack like the subscription portion, but when you went on there, I got a screenshot because I'm gonna do a documentary soon.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
It said hacker, it had the like white mask, and I googled it and I'm like, this is a hacker. But because I'm using a third party, they were able to get it done in like 8 hours.
Mm.
Now imagine if we had our own server, we probably would have took us 24 to 48 hours to get
Yeah,
our situation back. You know what I
I
mean?
understand.
So that's why I just need to get more subscribers, more money, so I'll be able to pay 3 shifts,
Got you.
first, second, and third. Cause it could happen at any time. It could happen right now. I'm doing an interview. I wouldn't even know it's down.
Yeah,
At least if I have somebody, and they could work from home. They don't have
yeah,
they get alerts to their computers,
right.
like So that's my goal to be able to afford to pay three shifts
Three
every
shifts.
day.
Okay,
That's a lot of money.
it is.
So
But no, it's cool though.
you get what I'm saying?
It's cool.
So right now I'm working with a third party and
Okay,
I love it though.
I'm glad you do.
The only thing I want my own server because
Hmm.
I'll be able to like design and do everything I want the way we want to do it. Now, when you're working with a third party, it's more like copy and paste. So if you look at a platform that our platform and then look at another platform that they created, it kind of all look the same.
Hmm.
I mean, different content, of course, but that's my goal. I really plan to by the end of the year. I set goals. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll be able to afford to have 3 shifts.
I feel like you will. We're just putting it out there like you will, because
Yeah.
if this is something you fixated on as far as though with it, you'll have it. So that's why I brought it up about the server, because I know how important something that can be as far as though for a network. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
like, all right, so I'm sorry.
I
So
get.
we're about to drop a lot of content from movies, reality shows. I even have new podcasts in the queue. I'm like, just shoot all your shows so that when they do drop, we'll all drop at the same time. So,
Hmm.
people will keep wanting to come back every day. But I'm like, if Netflix messed up, remember that it was Flick, and this is Netflix.
I remember.
If Netflix messed up,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen to NGTV? But that's what I'm saying, you guys. Bear with us.
I feel
Bear
like
with
people.
us.
I feel like people understand though. Like I feel like people do understand. I mean, because you've been around what 6? What? It's been 5, 6 years now.
Yeah.
6 years. This
This later this year will
be
be
six
6
years in
years.
July,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
So it's like, of course, you. I mean, to have 6 years of progress, it's just amazing to run a network. Not too many people are saying that. You know what I mean? So the fact that you are doing it is great. Where somebody's just still trying to figure it out.
Hmm. And that's the main thing that I'm trying to say to my city. Like a lot of people have production companies. A lot of people um have podcasts, whatever type of content you're shooting. We're not in the same lane.
Right.
This is a network. This is not
Right.
just you have a piece of content. We just want you to put it on the platform. We don't have to because we deal with other distribution companies so that we could get like movies, podcasts. I can go to a distribution company. We actually are a distribution company too, but I'll say that for later. But it's nothing for me to go, oh, I want this movie. I could put it right on my platform. Legally. This is not the fire stick.
Right.
Legally. And but it would mean a lot to me, and not just because I want to build my platform up, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of other cities really love and respect what we are doing
Mhm.
because it's black owned. When
Mhm.
I say black owned, I mean 100% black owned. And don't get it messed up, y'all. It could we if anybody else want to knock on the door will open.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not easy.
Okay.
And that's where I said I'm coming into my Kanye era, because
Okay.
I had mentioned that before we came
Yeah.
on, and they was getting a little scared. When I say I'm coming into my Kanye era, I'm saying like the believing in myself. Like you really gotta turn into another type of monster, cause you can't like depend on anybody. Like I'm gonna be honest, I can't even depend on my team. And when I say that, I know they got my back, but at the same time, they're still human.
Mhm.
They're not robots. So like that's why every day I'm meeting new videographers that want to join when y'all shoot movies. Pull up, just pull up. We'll sort out what you know how to do later. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of people are lying now.
So let me get this. So you said you were on I think Atlanta, and I think where other city you're in Atlanta, and where else is it? Phoenix, I believe it is. That you have or
Yep.
expanded to. Is
Yeah.
it?
I don't know that. That is crazy.
I mean, it's out there. It's out there.
No, but I mean the
Yeah.
fact that you actually, I like him.
Mm,
I like him. I do.
mm,
You're a
appreciate
good interviewer. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was ready to cook your toast.
it. Why though? Why is ready to cook my toast? What did I do? Because you want what? You want Roku? You want Apple? Um, uh,
So
yeah.
we're on. All right. So listen, I'm being really honest.
Okay.
We're on Roku,
Uh huh.
iOS. That's the Apple phones.
Okay.
Android, any type of Android device.
Okay.
Um, we were on Apple and we were on Amazon Fire, but we didn't have a lot of subscribers on those two.
Okay.
And I have to pay to be on these platforms. So I dropped it. We legit only had 4 subscribers on Apple TV.
Okay.
So it was like me paying a monthly fee for 4 people. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, it didn't
Mhm.
make sense.
It's cool.
So I'm like, once we grow, I probably jump back on Apple because Apple got some dope shows right now.
Mhm.
Apple TV
Oh,
on
Apple
fire.
TV.
They got some good content. Shout out to Apple. We still on the cell phones.
I downloaded it.
Yeah,
I
but
downloaded
I
it.
took us off the actual Apple TV because I only had 4 subscribers, and it was like
Yeah. Okay.
me paying. I was paying more than they were. The subscription was,
Okay.
so it didn't make sense right now.
Mhm.
And I plan on getting back on Apple. So Amazon Fire, I need y'all to get that together because if I get back on Amazon Fire, people that got Fire Sticks will be able to get my content for free.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. We gotta work on that.
No, you don't
No,
want it for free.
I mean not for free, but you know what I mean to get it back on the
I could put it back on, but I
oh
took it off.
oh okay
I took it off because of that.
okay.
It's like
I get what you're
if
saying. All
everybody
right,
can go on Amazon get a Fire Stick and watch it for free, it's
it's
like
gonna be an issue.
yeah. So that's why I took it off. So once they figure that out, shout out to Fire Stick. Though. I got one.
So Sharon, right, is your cousin, right? She
Yes.
pretty much influenced you to get into it. How was that what so how did you feel about that when she told you that you wanted to get into your to the network?
So
Mhm.
my cousin Sharon, she been a business owner all my life.
Mhm.
She had a dollar store, a pharmacy. She's a real estate broker. She always was the hustler of the family.
Mhm.
And I kind of like got the same traits cuz I got a lot of other businesses as well. But I started the production company with like a room this size, one videographer, and we just like we a production
Production
company.
company. That's dope.
And she just called and said she just called me one day randomly and was like, she knew I had the production company, and she was like, "How you feel about Philly Connect? Cause that's a podcast I used to do,
Mhm.
having his own TV channel."
Mhm.
And I'm like, huh? Cause I'm not gonna lie, when you young, you dream about certain stuff, but you feel like, oh, this is never gonna happen. And I'm saying this because
Okay.
if and now that I'm older,
Mhm.
the men who built America,
Mhm.
they still own America.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
having your own TV channel costs a lot of dollars, a lot of connections. So I just was like, never gonna happen.
Mhm.
Let's just create our content
Mhm.
and get it on other platforms.
Okay.
But now we are in a new generation. See where I'm going there? That's what NGTV
Yeah,
stand
yeah,
for.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Next generation. But you said that you didn't think you was gonna do it, but for some reason you're doing it.
Because
Yeah.
the way the world is going, we don't even look at regular TV anymore.
No.
Everything is streaming. So
Yep.
my network is a streaming
Yeah.
network.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
it's possible, you guys.
Yeah. It's
You can have
super.
your own network because thanks to shout out to the internet. Because of the internet, you can have your own platform. And I'm not just talking about because when I used to say I had my own channel, and people be like, "Oh, where you at on YouTube?" And I'm
Hmm.
like, "No, it's not YouTube."
Yeah.
Or I got this one too,
What's that?
OnlyFans, and I'm like, I don't have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, because I was reading you not so for the you know pornography and things like that, you can't put that on. You're not putting that on your network, but also you would need some type of other special
Yeah, you need a license to
a
have
license to do
to.
something like that. But you don't
Yeah,
want that on there, though. I'm sure, like not
no,
nothing
y'all
like
got your
that.
own. Y'all know what is it? Twitter X. X.
Hey, it's out there, but
But
yeah,
thanks to her, she called me
yeah,
and was like, cause she's like in all them type of meetings. Damon John is her best, like one of her best friends. So like,
okay.
she really around. Like, you might want to interview her. I ain't even gonna lie, she around.
All right, we'll talk. We'll talk about it and have her
But
on. Yeah.
she called me and was like, I just left a meeting. How you feel about having your own network? And I'm like, sure. She signed me up. She signed me up. And then she was like, I'm gonna pay for your first I think she paid for my first 2 or 3 months.
Hmm.
And I took it over after that and I've just been paying it ever since.
Hmm.
And when we first started out, because because we didn't nobody knew who we was,
Hmm.
in charge.
Yeah.
But now we got a little motion and we got bills, so it's just $3.99, $34.88 a year. And we have a lot of content on there. And we got so much in the queue. We didn't want to give everything at one time. You want to keep you know how Netflix say leaving soon?
Uh huh.
You know,
Yeah, I
like
saw
that.
it on the matter of fact. Hold on, I reckon my people. I was looking at your on the app on my phone. I was checking it out,
Mhm.
and well, you got movies on here. You got black cinema. You got a category on here. Yeah, you right here. Coming soons. You got black cinema, TV series, action, adventures, documentaries, drama, horror. You got it all.
You see podcast TV down there
Wait
too.
a minute, hold on. I didn't go all the way down. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all of it's down. Y'all pod talk. Yeah. No, but that's dope. Cause you know, like 50 got a I think he has a networking with 50
Mhm.
Action. So it is another new wave of like really doing it as far as though with the network. And I commend you for doing it. And it's dope. And it's from Philly. You know, I
Yeah.
know we always say our city, but you know, I kind of feel like even though this is, you know, big city, small town in the city of Philadelphia. And, you know, one thing with me, I never take anything personal with none of it. Because
Mhm.
it really defines like the direction I want to go in and direction or other people are going in. And I don't want to go where everybody else is going. You know, and that's what pretty much separates you from everybody else because we're talking about a network. And when I talk to people, I like to talk to very interesting people that really have something going on. I
Mhm.
don't care if you got 1 million followers or you got 2,000. What matters the most is what change is different. You know what I mean? So when I
Exactly.
hear a woman, a black woman that has her own network, that's amazing. That's a story in itself to talk because we don't hear about all that all the time. It'd be other things that they talk about that doesn't really matter, no substance, no anything. But to hear your story, to understand the struggle, to really dig in and do homework about it, the story is amazing in itself and it's still being written.
I
You know?
appreciate that because I'm gonna be honest. To
Yeah.
me, it feel like nothing.
Yeah, I know.
It feel
Yeah.
like whoop de doo.
That's because you're doing it.
I was about to say that. That's probably because I'm doing it.
I'll say this, right? If you was to stop the day tomorrow, if you was just to stop and you say, you know, I'm done with it, I'm tired of dealing with people, I'm tired of that. If you go back and look at everything you accomplished, you will regret it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see myself stopping.
Exactly.
My next thing I'm working on is getting a movie theater. I'm a little delusional right now, but
How was that delusional? Why
because
not?
I called the realtor, I called a broker last like 2 nights ago at
Yeah.
9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. Like this, what's up? I need a movie
Yo,
theater.
you should though. Why not? Like why we feel like we can't like get things we want to ask questions, you know? We should though. I remember when I wanted a car and I knew I couldn't afford it at the time, but I still called, test drove and everything. 6 months I had it, but that's another story for another time. But the point I'm trying to make is if you just gotta just do it. Just man, the price is never what matters. It's the consistency and growth that matters to you working towards it that
Yeah.
makes you feel excited about it. You know what I
No,
mean?
that's so true. Like, and I'm definitely someone that believe in speaking things into existence and
Yeah.
motivating yourself. The battery in your back, and I'm not gonna lie. Everything I say I'm gonna do. I always do.
There you
It
go.
might not be this year, but it gets done.
Mm-hmm.
And I just tell people just have a little faith in me, believe in me, because I really do believe in myself.
Mm-hmm.
It took a long time to get here, though. I always felt like I needed a partner for every little thing. I always felt like if if somebody don't think that this gonna work, it's not gonna work. Sometimes you really just gotta jump out the window.
F those people. I feel like, you know, I never care what nobody else felt. It doesn't matter because when you're doing something that you want to do, that you know is destined to be great, and then you look at the person that's not doing something that you want to do,
Mhm.
what can you say? You're not doing this. It's like,
Mhm.
I'll give you an example, right? So if I was a comedian, right? I've done it before, whatever. It was crazy. But I was corny at it. But the point is, though, I wasn't that good
Now
at
I
it.
gotta see some footage.
No, it was corny at it. But the point is that when I got up there, I was doing it, but everybody else, you know, thought it was like, why are you doing this? You ain't that funny. It didn't matter. I still got up and did it. We're,
Exactly.
as long as you continue to keep doing what you're doing, what matters most. But before we get out of here, what is it that you want to say to people out there that are in the process of doing something big? What would you love to say to them before we go?
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Believe in yourself, invest in yourself, because that's the number one downfall for people with dreams. They don't even like using their own money. And I'm a true believer. Like, if you believe in yourself, why you not using your own money?
Spend that money.
Spend it.
Yeah.
If you gotta go get a real job to pay for your dream, definitely do that.
Do that.
Definitely. That's my number one thing. Stop waiting on people. If you waiting for somebody to come save you, it's not gonna happen. You might gotta you have to show. So once you get to a certain level, then now here come the investors.
Yep.
Me personally, I don't mind investing in people. But if you're not gonna invest in yourself, why should I invest in you?
Exactly. I agree.
That's all. You gotta start small.
Exactly. That's all that matters. Be in your own world with it. All right, so we're out of here. Vicky, thank you so much for coming
No,
through.
thank you so
I'm
so
glad you ain't cooked my
much.
toast.
Yes, I didn't have to. I
Yeah,
didn't have to.
you
Like,
are.
I'm
We
like
good, and I appreciate you. And we out of here. Terrence Henry Experience. Peace.
Bye.
Okay.